Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back as always. But if you're new here, I want to say welcome to my channel and I hope that you enjoyed the experience. So today I'm going to be doing a closure fringe, should I say pick and drop kinky hair curl wig. I'm not sure what name to give to this wig, but yeah, that's what I'll be doing. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to wear my mesh cap. As always, I like to use the mesh cap because it's breathable. I say this all the time. I like to wear my mesh cap on my canvas head. So the cap was slightly big. I've reduced the size of the cap to fit my client's head, and I'm going ahead now to place the closure. I'll be using a 6x6 HD closure for this wig. So I'm going ahead and placing the closure on the cap so that I can sew it in. You want to make sure that you place your closure right. You want to use your T-pins to hold it in place, making sure that it doesn't move. So after you've done that, you're sure that you're in the center, or whether you're trying to do a side wig, depends on what you're trying to do. But here I'm doing it center. I'm making sure that it's in the center. So after you've made sure that it's in the center, you want to go ahead and sew the closure. Over here, I'm done sewing the closure to the cap, and I want to go in to start braiding. So this is the extension that I'm using. It's the human hair curly extension, and I use it to braid. I like to fluff it out with a white tooth comb first, just to like get out the whole I'm not sure what to use for that, but yeah, just like to fluff it out with a white tooth comb to just see what I'm doing. So I take out a small piece that I'll be needing for the braid, and yeah, I'm just trying to see that yeah, I like what the size of it. So you want to crochet the extension the little one that you're taking out. You want to crochet it onto the cap from the very back. I'm starting from the back, and then when you've crocheted that, you want to do a little braid, just a little braid. This style today is like a pick and drop style. I'm sure we all know what the pick and drop style. We remember pick and drops from when we were growing up, and yeah. So you just want to do a little braid from like maybe like 5 to 6 braids or 7, just nothing too serious, nothing too long, just like a little one. And if you've done that, you want to take a tiny piece out of the entire extension and just tie the end where you stop braiding. You just want to tie that part so that the braid that you did does not unravel. That's what we're doing, because we're going to leave the ends of the braids like that. That's the style that we're going for. You just want to make sure that you tie it, and then it doesn't unravel. So I'm doing the same thing again for the next braid. You just want to give like a little space between the first braid and the next one, and you want to do the same thing by braiding just a little bit, like 5 to 7 braids, like 5 to 7 before you stop. And when you've done 5 to 7, you just want to take a tiny piece out of the entire extension and just tie. The tying too, I like to tie for like 5 times. Make sure that what you take out is very tiny. You don't want it to be like a lump. You don't want it to be swollen or something like that. You want it to be very tiny, but not so tiny that it cuts out. It's tiny enough to tie. And you want to go ahead and tie, like, I think I tie like 5 to 6 times, depending. You want to make sure that it's a very firm tie so that the braid that you did does not unravel. So you just want to keep doing the same thing that you've done with the first braid and the second braid to the third. You see how you see the distance that I'm giving between one braid and the other. You just want to make sure that you give enough space, not too wide and not too tight. Now this is what it looks like. I've gotten to the top of the wig. I've braided to the top. And remember that once you're going upwards, you want to put the next braid in between two under. I explained this in the previous video that I did for a braided wig. The same thing that I've been doing with this one. You just want to make sure that as you're going up, you want to place the next braid in between two that is under. That way you don't have like everything just falls in place. You don't have space showing. Remember that it is a cap that we use. It's a black mesh cap. You don't want the black cap to show. You don't want it to be visible. You want it to be, it's supposed to be a disguise. People are not supposed to really know that you're wearing a wig. So you don't want it to be scanty or showing the black cap. So you just want to do it that way. So this is what I'm just doing here. Just braiding basically. You just want to braid, braid, braid till you get to the top. Braid like 5 to 7 or 8 times. Then take out the tiny piece out of the entire extension, and then tie it like 5 times, just tiny, tight, really nice. And after I've done all of that, I'm done braiding the cap. It's now time to go to the closure. So prior to this, I had put the closure hair in like cornrows. I just did it that way because the texture of the hair is kind of really fine and silky. I don't know though. I don't know how to explain it. So I wanted to get it rough and so that I'll be able to grip it so it doesn't slide off. Because these extensions, guys, these extensions, you have to be very careful. It's so slippery that it slides off. So you want to make sure that you have a very firm grip of it. You want to make sure that this is a wig, guys, remember. And this wig is going to be it's gonna be owned for like you can use it for like a year, 2 years, 3 years, even depending on your maintenance. So you want to make sure that you you've done it properly and it doesn't like get bad, unravel while your client still has it. So you want to make sure that you have a very firm grip of what you're doing. So that was why I put the closure hair part in like a cornrow, just to make sure that I just wanted to change the fine texture of the hair on the closure. So and then when you take the extensions, you want to make sure that you have a very tight grip of the hair on the closure. So I'm doing the same thing. Basically, the only difference here is that I'm no longer crocheting like I did on the cap. This is now hair I'm working with. So you just want to braid it normally that you would braid your own natural hair. Just take a tiny piece out. You want to make sure that you don't make it that it's not too big. You just want to take a tiny piece out, take your extensions and just braid on top of the hair. And then when you braid like 5 to 8 times, you want to take out a tiny piece and just make sure that you tie it so tight and tie it like 5 times, 4, 5, 6 times, and make sure that it's not swollen, like it looks so natural. That's why I said you should take out a really tiny piece, tiny enough to tie and not too tiny to like cut off. So that's just what I'm just doing, like basically the same thing from that I started with from the beginning. That's just what you want to do. You just keep going on the closure. You want to keep going, just keep taking out a section. You want to braid on it like you've been doing. You want to braid like 5 to 8 times or 7 times, depends. So you see what you're doing, you understand that, oh, okay, it all depends on you. You will decide if you're fine with it. And then you want to take out a tiny piece after you've done that, and you want to tie it like 5 times. Make sure that it looks so natural. Make sure that it doesn't look too swollen. The part that you tied, make sure it's not swollen. Make sure you tie it really well and it is not going to unravel, because this is a wig, guys, and a wig is you're supposed to own a wig for a very long time, and you don't want it to start unraveling while your client has the wig. So yeah, that's just what I'm just doing. if you have watched up to here, guys, please remember to subscribe to my channel, guys. Please, please, please remember to subscribe to my channel. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, like my posts, share my post to your friends and family. Somebody might need this. Drop a comment to encourage me, guys. Just subscribe, guys. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. It really means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much. So we're still braiding, and remember I said this style is the fringe style. So as opposed to my regular just do center part and braid to the right side, braid to the left side, and braid to the back. This time around we're coming to the front to braid. So I want to take like two lines. I think I did like two rows. Actually, I think it should be rows, yeah. Is it rows or columns? I'm not sure. Like, it gets really confusing, guys. Forgive me. But yeah, in the front, I want to do like two lines or two rows or two columns. Please forgive me, guys. To the front, to come to the front to create that fringe look. So that's what I'm just doing here. You see, like I'm braiding towards the face, towards the front to cover the forehead area. That's what I'm just doing. Just basically doing the same thing, but this time around, I'm facing all the sides of the closure. I face the back. I braided to the back. I braided to the sides, the right side and the left side. And here I am braiding to the front so that I can get the fringe style that I want. And this is what it looks like. The two rows, two lines, two columns that I was talking about. This is what it looks like. This I just did just two to give me that fringe look that I was looking for. So this is what it looks like. And I'm just gonna braid the remaining hair to probably the back and the sides. And after I was done braiding, guys, this is what it looks like. So now the front area, we want to cut it, we want to cut the length because you know it's coming to the face and you don't want it inside of your eyes. You want to make sure that you cut it to the right length that you want it to be to look pretty. So you just want to like just go in with your scissors and just like, you know, do your thing. It all depends on the length that you want and how you want it to be. And this is what I wanted, and yeah, this is what I want it to look like. So you just want to make sure that you do the right thing and you cut it really nice and fine. And after I was done cutting, I sat down to style the hair and make you see what it looks like on the head. So first thing that I did was to cut out the excess lace on the closure. I'm cutting out the excess lace on the closure. You do not need that. You want to cut out the excess lace on the closure. And after I'm done cutting out the excess lace on the closure, I'm going to wear the wig to see how it looks like on my head and to just make sure that it fits perfectly. I mean, I have to test the wig to see what it looks like before I send it down to my client. And so this, I'm wearing a brown cap, a bald cap. Yeah, I'm wearing a bald cap and I'm gonna wear the wig so that you guys can see what it looks like. And this is what we have, guys. See how pretty this style is. It's so effortless. It was just it's I just love it. And when you wear it and you notice any, you just want to like make like slight corrections. This style is so pretty, it's so versatile. It's just like a very chic style, like just a wig that you want to grab on your head and just go. Like it requires little maintenance. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to do anything at all. Just wear and go. And this style, guys, you can actually wear it as dry. This is what it looks like dry. You can wear it as dry. You see how full this hair and pretty it is, and it's so soft. Or you want to wear it as wet. This is me spraying water on the extensions for you to see. I'm going to show you what the wet side looks like and what the dry side looks like. So this is me spraying water. You want to use water or your after you sprayed water on it, you want to use like a leave-in conditioner or your curl definer, and you see what the wet side looks like, and you see what the dry side looks like. So it all depends on how you want to style it. You see it's brushable. This natural hair brush, I'm not sure, I can't remember what the name is. You want to use it. You see how beautiful, do you see how beautiful this wig is, guys? Do you see how pretty it is? So yeah, this is what it looks like, guys. So this is the end of this video, guys. I hope that you learned a thing or two and you'll be creating your own wig. Until my next video, is bye for now.